Matt, and welcome to my first book review of 2015. I know it's been a while. It's been like 3 months since I've done a book review, and I feel really bad about that, but I'm so excited to kick this year off with my first 5-star review of the year, and that is for Allie Carter's All Fall Down, the first book in her new Embassy Row series. I've been a huge fan of Allie Carter's YA writing for a long time, so it's pretty bold of me to say that this is her best book yet. All Fall Down is an action-packed read and the story of Grace, a girl who's never really had a normal life considering that her grandfather is the U.S. ambassador to Adria, a small European country. But even though normal was out of the equation, she was always happy. She loves her parents, she has a great older brother, but 3 years ago, everything changed. 3 years ago, the last time she was in Adria, she saw her mother die. But not just die, she was murdered. Only no one believes Grace and her stories about a scarred-faced man. But now her father's been deployed overseas again, her brother's away at West Point, and now she's back in Adria. People still think she's crazy, and she's still determined to prove them wrong. Allie Carter has said about this book that she was hoping to combine a story about the Foreign Service with sort of a YA version of the TV show 24, and she absolutely hit the nail on the head. Grace is such a relatable character. I love the Gallagher Girls series, but those girls are trained to be in extreme situations. Grace isn't. And in the high society, Kat has this whole crew of people who surround her, support her, believe her. But Grace feels all alone, and a lot of those times I was really connecting with her that this is an ordinary girl in an extraordinary situation, and I could feel her pain and her struggles and her suffering. That's not to say that Grace necessarily is alone. She does have people around her. I completely loved her group of friends. Noah, who also lives on Embassy Row, because his parents, one works for Israel and one works for Brazil. There's Rosie, who's from Germany, and she is an absolute whiz kid when it comes to getting lost in a crowd and following people. And then there's also Megan, who has grown up with Grace because her mom works for the CIA and is also based in Adria. And then there's Alexei, the boy next door. And their relationship is a little bit complicated, not just because his best friend is Grace's older brother, but because next door is Russia, and America and Russia not always getting along. This book had tension, the plot had twists and turns. Some of them I saw coming because I think anyone who wasn't Grace could see them coming, but some of them completely took me by surprise. The ending, oh my gosh, this ending. I know that this book technically isn't out yet until January 20th, but I finished it and I need to know what happens in book 2. If you love action, if you love books that are worldly and combine a whole lot of people in a whole lot of interesting situations, you are going to love All Fall Down. I soared through it in a matter of days. I can't wait to reread it. I can't wait for my students to get a hand on it, and I just want everyone to know about this. I should mention that Scholastic was kind enough to send me this ARC as a member of their Allie Ambassador program, but that in no way affected the opinions of this book or what I've expressed here in this review. All of my usual links are down below. Comments are always welcome, and that's it for me for now. Take care. Bye!